What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk here, back again with another video. Happy New Year. We are now in 2020 and the Toronto Maple Leafs are rolling into 2020 after a victory. Now they are trying to continue that winning against the Winnipeg Jets tonight at 8 p.m. Thursday, January 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Leafs come into this one 22-14-5. And at the time I'm recording this, Winnipeg comes into this one 22-15-3. So two pretty good teams. They've got some young talent on there. They've got some veteran presence on Winnipeg. They've got a good mix there. And of course, they've had some injury trouble. The blue line has been completely turned over, basically. But they have been still playing pretty well, considering all the chaos and drama that has been surrounding their team. And the Toronto Maple Leafs, I guess, on the other side, they've had a pretty bad start. The coaching change with Babcock, Keefe has made them a much better team. They're all playing much better. William Nylander stepping up, Tavares, Matthews, Marner, all the guys that you would want to. The depth is playing better. And besides the injuries too, like the Leafs have been full of injuries. Moore with the concussion, Janssen with his leg, I believe, he's still out. You know, you've obviously got Mikheyev with that scary injury. You've got Muzzin with the broken leg. Like, the list goes on and on. And of course, you know, the guys who are on LTIR, but those, you know, Horton and Clarkson, those guys their careers are over, unfortunately for them. But both teams have been dealing with some stuff. But I think Winnipeg deserves a lot of credit for what they've been going through this season too. So like I said, 22-14-5 for the Leafs, 22-15-3 for the Jets going into this one. The points as they stand right now, Matthews has 44, leading the Leafs. Scheifele has 40. Matthews has 48, Scheifele has 44, Marner has 27 assists, Scheifele has 26. We all know Scheifele is just one of those guys that knows how to put up points. He's excellent. Austin Matthews leads the Leafs in goals with 27. He's been lighting the lamp this year. And Kyle Connor, this guy, I'm telling you, I really do believe that this guy's going to have a 30-plus goal year this year. I know it's easy to say now, pardon me, but at the beginning of the year I said that he was going to have a really good year too, and that's not to toot my own horn. I'm sure a lot of people said that, but I'm glad my prediction is going well so far. 20 goals for him on the season. In terms of win, Freddie Anderson's putting together a great season, and so is Hellebuck, but Freddie's got 20 wins, Hellebuck's got 18, and we know Hellebuck, he's been incredible the past few years, or at least a couple years. Same thing with Freddie Anderson, who is now an all-star as well. So goals per game, the Leafs are at 3.54. They've been scoring a ton under Sheldon Keefe, basically 4 goals per game under him. Winnipeg's at 3.08. In terms of goals against per game, but goals per game, Leafs are leading that stat, of course. Goals against per game, Winnipeg's got it because the Leafs are at 3.17. The Jets are at 2.98. So the Jets are doing a good job of keeping the puck out of their net. And again, you got to give them credit. That blue line turnover, their team has been playing well defensively, even though, you know, guys like Bufflin has gone, Trouba, Myers, they've completely reinvented themselves. So they're at 2.98. Leafs at 3.17, like I said. So advantage Winnipeg for that one. So they're at 1 apiece here if we're taking score. Power play percentage, 24.11%. The Leafs power play, again, much better since Sheldon Keefe has taken over. And I mean, under Keefe, they're like 13-4-1. They've been playing insane. Winnipeg, 19.17% on the power play. So advantage the Leafs there. Penalty kill percentage, advantage Leafs. They're at 75.83%. Winnipeg at 71.43%. So the Leafs, according to some of these stats, and of course when you look at some of the points and goals and stuff like that, they look like they have the guys that, you know, are the better team. They make up the better team. And, you know, I don't think Laine has played to his best this year. I still think there's more to Laine that needs to be unlocked. And the thing is I said at the beginning of this year, even with some injury trouble, like Laine is like bank for $40, like, or $40, 40 goals. Of course I say bank and then I go right to money. But you got to understand, like, looking at guys like Matthews, Marner, Nylander, I mean, Laine, you might even be able to throw some guys on Winnipeg like Connor in there too. Like, there's just guys that are still growing and they're still learning how they are as a player. And of course, Winnipeg's got some prospects that will be coming up that are going to help their team, I'm sure, in the next couple of years. But they're still growing. They're still finding their ways as a player. So you can't exactly say that this is their ceiling, and these Winnipeg-Toronto matchups are only going to get better in my opinion. I think Winnipeg's a team that can attract players to their team, and they've been able to, it looks like they've fixed some of the problems that they had in their locker room according to reports. And again, I usually don't like the whole it's in the locker room talk, because until players come out and say it, I don't exactly believe it. But Winnipeg's dealing with some stuff, but I do believe through the adversity and through the turnover that this team, even though they do have a winning record, they're going to go back to how good they were the past few years in terms of them becoming, a Stanley Cup champion very soon. And I think you could say the same for the Leafs. They've been slowly building and building and building, and it looks like they're about to pay off very soon. So if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Join the squad. Let's get to 7,000 subscribers. Happy New Year. Again, I have to say it, 2020 is going to be a great year, hopefully for you and for me. Thursday, January 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss the game. It's going to be a good one. I didn't review the last game because it got a little hectic and I was out for the third period, so I wasn't able to watch. But hopefully you guys understand that. Enjoy the game. I love and appreciate you guys. As always, peace.